All right, so this option, once again, is we're looking at how to get written documents onto the computer, basically digitizing everything. So this is the option for people that would prefer to work with a cell phone. Now, this is kind of up to you. I spent a lot of time just looking at different uh, programs and apps, and I ended up going with this one called Tap Scanner. Okay, you can use this one too, Tap Scanner. You can see it at the top there, or you can kind of download some apps and try them for yourself. Okay, I basically went through all the free versions I could find of basically you can type in scan for the search or scan documents or scan PDF. And most all those will give you the different apps that you can use for this. So like I said, I went with something called Tap Scanner. Downside, of course, free version, a lot of ads and things that I have to click past, but the fact that it's free, I'm not complaining. All right, so let's say you're using Tap Scanner. Now, the thing I like about using the cell phone is that when you're using a scanner like this one, and here's what I'll do. I've got my quote unquote document here, and then I'm going to click this bottom button, start scanning. All right, when I click that, I'm basically turning on the camera. But what I want to do, and you probably won't be able to see this, let's see if I can do this. You want to get the whole image on your phone. So notice how I can see all the edges of my photo. And then I'm going to click the camera icon and take a picture. But what it does is it senses the edges of my document. So that's why I had it on a nice black background. It makes it easier for finding the edges of your paper. If you have a white piece of paper on a white background, it makes it a little harder. So have a different, maybe darker color underneath so that it can sense the edges. Okay, but let's say it didn't sense the edges. You can always adjust it by dragging the corners, because what it then does is it flattens out the shape. Notice how mine's like at a slight angle. It kind of gets smaller as it goes down just because of perspective. But if I click the button here, what it does is it flattens out the image. And so any student work that I've shown comes out really clear. And now this particular one has all these adjustments you can make. You can adjust what it looks like with these different filters. You can adjust the contrast and the brightness. I'm just going to go with it the way it is. And I click save, and there's my saved document right here. Okay, now I'm going to do another one just so you can see something. So I'm going to pretend this is page 2 of my document. Same thing, finds the edges, save, saving it. All right, so now I've got 2 documents listed. Now let's say this is page 1 and page 2 of a set of notes, and you're supposed to submit it digitally. Well, here's what I like is now I'm going to click the share icon down here, this bottom left one. Click that. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to select PDF. And the reason why I like PDF, one, PDFs are typically very compatible no matter what computer you're on. But then 2, it'll save those 2 pages as a single document. If I select image, what I'm going to get is 2 different files. I'm going to get one image as one file, and then a second image as a second file. And if this was a full set of notes, I would prefer to have it as one file. So that's why I like to select PDF, because the PDF will basically merge the 2 pages together and get shared as one file. So I'll click share. And then I pick where I'm going to send it to. Okay, whether it be via email or a Google Drive or what have you, and I'm all done. Okay, and so that's the basics of using cell phones. Like I said, what I would do is on your particular cell phone, I would go to the App Store or the Apple Store and download a bunch of different PDF scanning apps, and then just test them out. Okay, don't pay for anything. There's a lot of free versions out there for what we need, and you're probably better off just sticking with that.